Hey guys. So, as someone who's 45 and been in quite a few relationships, I've been dating since I was 14. Dang, that's a long time. But there's a lot of things that go with being in a relationship. You know, a lot of dilemmas, a lot of things that come up being in relationships. So, I looked up on ChatGPT like some of the most talked about things in group settings, or like things that people discuss in relationships, or questions that people ask their friends, or that when they're unsure of. And I wanted to come on here and answer. And I split it up. I'm not gonna answer because there was a lot on there, but I'm just gonna do 5 that I thought were really good. And you guys, please comment below what you think or how you would go about these situations. But these are my opinions and my opinions only. All right, number 1. If your partner gained 100 pounds, would it affect your attraction? Now, when I first read this, I didn't read the would it affect your attraction. I was thinking about would you break up with him or not. I went straight to that. But the would it affect your attraction makes me look at it a little differently. My weight has been up and been down at different times in my life. When I was depressed, it was up. I lost my weight pretty quick after having my daughter, but when I was depressed, it was definitely up because I had no energy and no desire to work out or eat healthier. But I will say, attraction is definitely different than saying whether or not you would leave someone because they gained 100 pounds. You might actually feel differently toward them because 100 pounds is a big difference. So you might not look at them exactly the same. Doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily love them any less or not want to be with them. But when you're talking about attraction, I definitely see how that could possibly be different depending on what you might be normally attracted to. Some people like a fuller figured man or woman. Some people like a fuller figured, a skinnier man or woman. So to me, it kind of depends. But if we're talking about what I would do, I wouldn't leave a person because they gained 100 pounds. If anything, that is just something else that we need to do together. We need to eat healthier. We need to work out together. Or it could be that they need therapy for something. People gain weight for a lot of different reasons. It's the same reason why you pick up other habits like drinking, or, it's different reasons for that. So we'll kind of find out the root of it. But no, I don't think that's necessarily a reason for leaving them. The attraction may change. That's hard to say, though. I mean, it's hard to say like what you would do in regards to the attraction changing because of someone's weight. It's just like if you love long hair and someone cuts all their hair off 6 years in the relationship, that might waver your attraction. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to leave the person or anything like that, but it could waver your attraction just because you may like long hair. Or if your man all of a sudden went bald and you didn't like bald, and you didn't like a bald head, it's subject for it depends on the individual, I have to say. Number 2, sorry if I didn't answer that very well. That's the best I could come up with for that one. Number 2, would you date someone who has never been in a serious relationship? This is kind of like the would you date a virgin? That's what I think of when I think of this. Which, I'm 45. I don't think there's that many 45-year-old virgins. But would I date someone who had never been in a serious relationship? At this age, no. At my age, at 45, I would kind of side-eye a little bit as to why you've never been in a serious relationship at 45. Now, there could be a good reasoning behind it. I just don't know that I would want to date someone in that situation. Now, if I was younger, that's different. I would say if I hit 25, 26 and they haven't been in a serious relationship, that's very possible. But at 45, I don't know if there's someone who's never been in a serious relationship at 45. I don't know. Comment below what you think. Number 3, could you be in a long distance relationship for more than a year? I used to say I could be in a long distance relationship. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say I couldn't be in a long distance relationship for 6 months even. And it's because I'm going to be honest. I want to have the choice to be able to see you when I want to see you and not feel like I'm waiting months to catch a plane or for you to come see me. Like, that's not thrilling to me. And as much as I'm okay with my alone time and being by myself, a long distance relationship doesn't sound good to me. When I think of long distance, I think of a whole nother state. Driving distance, I don't want you to be longer than an hour. But in another state, I couldn't do it. It's a preference, guys. It's a preference. Number 4, is it okay to go through your partner's phone if you suspect something? Number 1, I'm not a go through your phone kind of person. I used to be when I was like a teenager, and I quickly got over that. It wasn't. The thing is, for me, most things fall into my lap. Like, anytime a man has cheated, done anything, it falls into my lap. I don't even have to go looking for it. And some people say, oh, if you go looking for it, you'll find it. That's a stupid saying to me, because if I go looking for it and I find it, then it's exactly the problem and why I should not be with you. So no, I don't agree with that. But I feel like if you have that pit of your stomach feeling, something's probably happening. And you probably don't even have to look. Some people are like, oh, just ask. If someone's already doing something wrong, they're most likely not going to just be like, yeah, I am. They're not going to just tell you the truth. So, I don't know. You kind of have to pray about it if you believe in prayer. But I just don't think going through the phone, it just doesn't, it's just a lot of work to me. I don't know. Maybe because I'm older, I'm like, if I got to go through all that, this just ain't it. Like, I just don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to search for it. I just don't. If I have that pit of my stomach, it's probably going to fall in my lap. Or I'm just going to continuously ask the right questions until eventually I get the answer that I'm looking for, possibly. So no, I'm not going to go through your phone. But for those of you who want to go through the phone, think to yourself, what is it that's making you want to go through this phone? Because you might not even have to go through it. Number 5, if your partner's family didn't like you, would you still stay? The question is, do I like my partner's family? I've never been in a relationship where I really, truly dislike the family. I'm going to be honest, there's times where I've loved the family more than the person I was dating. But if they didn't like me, why don't they like me? No, I'm asking that like I don't know, like there's people who my family have dated or someone has dated that I didn't like, but there was a reasoning behind me not liking them. It wasn't just like, I don't like them. I don't like them for you, or like, it wasn't like a sisterly creepy thing. Like, I don't know. There was reasoning behind it. So I don't know. I feel like I care more about if I like them or not than I do if they like me. I think the younger me cared if they... No, I didn't care then either. I cared more about the mom. The parents, the mom, the dad, you know. Usually, I've always had a good relationship with people's parents. Siblings, sisters. I'm not big on the sisters. I've never really had issues with people's sisters for the most part. I had like one incident, but... yeah, sometimes sisters are like, they need to get their own lives or husbands or whatever, I don't know, boyfriends. But that would be difficult for me to stay. It would be difficult for me to stay, because you have to think about it. Some people will intentionally try to make you want to leave, or intentionally try to, and if your partner is not trying to make sure that they're not treating you a certain kind of way, then you're out on this fight, out on the ledge by yourself. You know, it's not worth it. So I feel like I shouldn't personally have to fight this battle about your family. If you care about me like that, like, no, I'm not gonna do it. So no, it's a good chance I wouldn't stay if it's the type of situation where it's like they're constantly trying to pick at me or get rid of me or whatever the case. I'm not going through that. But I've never been in that situation. I'm sure there's somebody who didn't like me. I don't really care, but it was never like that severe where they were like, trying to push me out of the family or making it difficult for me to be around in family settings. So you have to make that choice for yourself, but your partner should be sticking up for you. If they are not, you need to leave the situation because he ain't it either, ladies. But that's all I got for this video. You guys, please comment below, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.